Hello and welcome to episode 69 of my Stellar Tactics tutorial Let's Play series. This episode will be starting off, this episode will be starting on exploring this space station because it's in the first space station in this new level 10 system, plus it's the Securu faction, so you know, whilst most of it will probably be generic, there may be some differences, and I thought I'll just show for one way or the other. Take a look around. Our aim is to grab a mission. The chances are the mission will be in a different system, so we will then progress on to that system once we've had a look around this base. Just to quickly mention, if we go to the ship, and actually let's see, yeah, so if we go to the ship, I want to just show these new icons that I've noticed appearing. So at a glance now you can see the quality of your equipment. If it's a basic, it's got just that little dot there, the little grey icon. If it's exceptional, then it's got a green arrow besides it. Nice easy way. I mean, it does say at the beginning there the names, but when you're looking in your, so if we go to equipment and stash, well, it does tell you the names, but also you can see these icons appearing. So it's nice at a glance. I've never noticed them before. I don't know if they're a new addition. Right, so first thing to do, keep your finger down on the tab key whenever entering one of these space stations, because if there's any lootable containers you'll see them at a glance. Now what we're looking for is, we're going to start with the ship vendors, because I want to see if I can upgrade anything. There's the faction agent who I'll get the ground mission from, but just having a quick look around, you can see the layout of the station is similar to ones we previously explored. Oh look, there's a container that's lootable, and there's another container that's lootable. So there's two lootable containers. Actually, let's go loot them quickly first. Get our priorities right. So what do we get? Yeah, alright, it's not worth a ton, but every little helps. 176 credits. Oh, where's that other container? It's in here. And it's free. You know, we haven't done anything apart from have to walk to get it. And I guess you just don't know what you're going to get. Pot luck. Right, so let's now find the ship vendor, because I need to buy more ammunition for my ship. There we go. Plus we can have a look, see if there's anything different being sold here. Right, let's talk to the equipment vendor first of all. And so I'm going to sell them because they're not upgrades. In this, yeah, no, it doesn't have no stats with it, and that's pretty low. So let's just sell anything in my stash. I'm going to sell that. Keep it all nice. Just going to keep them few items in there. Cargo hold. Oh, look at that. Here's where the money's at. This is why it's great doing the space combat missions, and we're going to do a bit of space fighting in this episode when we go to the next system. So that's exceptional, not as good. So that is 48,000. Thank you very much. We'll take that. That, in actual fact, is better than the one I've got, only slightly, but it's for an explorer, so we'll sell that. We don't need basic. Ores I'm going to hold on to for the moment. What's this? Oh, so it's for explorer. Yeah, that's for Explorer. It's a shame that was 19 units. Yeah, so you can see my heavy gun is much better. There we go, look at that, got 729,000 credits. And let's have a look. So the first thing to do, of course, is make sure you've topped up all your ammunition, so it's going to make us a ton of money. I just generally check them all. And let's have a quick look. So at a glance we can see here that's all basic stuff. Oh, there's a rare ship shield. 200 more hit points. Thermal is not as good. The explosive is not... No, I'm going to stick with the one I've got, because whilst it does have a bit more hit points, the other stats are better. So we'll skip that. Oh, what's this? There's another rare one. Again, I'm going to stick with what I've got, because look at the price. I'm not where I waste all my money. I'm saving up at the moment. It would have been nice if there would have been a legendary item like I see in the last base to show you, but it doesn't look like there is. That's not worth it for about 50 extra points, and it's going to cost me 327,000. No, so there we go. Everything's sold. Let's just have a quick look at the ship vendor. Apparently there's 40 different ships that you can fly now at this moment in Stellar Tactics. 40. That's an awesome amount of ships. Now look at the prices of some of these. I did notice one at one of the bases was 118 million. It was like a battle cruiser. It was like a massive. I mean, that's 25 million. Medium merchant, so it must have been a very large merchant ship. It was huge. Anyway, so there you go, there's the ships that's in the Shikuru base. Right, time to go to the faction agent. There they are. And get ourselves the next mission. And one other thing, following on from the last episode, if you want to view your crew and their statistics on your ship, press the M for Mike key, and that brings up the crew manager. I've shown this before, but I'll show it again. That way you can check the stats of the crew that you've got assigned. So in the targeting station, I've got my main character. Just to quickly mention, for the ground team roster, you have to have your main character. You can't not have him in the ground crew. But you can change the other three, swap and change between whoever you want. You can recruit people, as you know, at different space stations and ground-based locations. For the ship crew roster, you don't have to have your main, but I've put him in there because it makes sense that if I'm keeping him in my party, he may as well gain statistics in one of them, and I'm using him for the targeting. Alright, it's only on 2 at the moment, but we're getting there. It was on 1, it's now on 2. Jeffrey DeMarco, the electronics station, if we look at him, you'll see he's got 10 points in electronics. The weaponry, Annalise, we look at her, you can see she's got 10 in weaponry, so you know, they're good. Lefia, one of my ground crew, is in the piloting station because she's got 7. So there you go. Quick heads up on checking your ship crew roster. Right, let's talk to the faction agent, review the mission, and medium. No, I want to do a long this time. There you go, mission length long. A powerful elite enemy is stationed deep inside the target location. Sensors detect this operative is manipulating transmissions in the area, attempting to disrupt our operations. Explore the area and identify this operative. Engage if hostile, return when you're finished. Well, he will be hostile, that's for sure. So a high-ranking enemy has been detected. Right, this is a nice boss for us to do our first ground mission in. A level 10 system. Okay, so there we go. Eliminate a high-ranking enemy. Now, we've got our mission, so let's see where this is going to be. It's in Mgayendi 2 system. So if I left click on the mission, remember it jumps you to that system. So it's a neutral, and it is House Shikuru as well, and it is in a level 10, because maybe you was wondering, when you enter a level 10 system, does the ground missions give you the missions in the same level 10 systems? And the answer to that, as you can see quite clearly, is yes. So right, okay, that's where we're going. Now the quick way now to get off of a space station or ground location is find whoever has your device for beaming up to your ship, and then you can use that. How cool is that? Look at that, bang, straight to the ship. No more looking for exits. Me likes that. So yeah, because it's in a different system, we're gonna, for the rest of this episode, we will simply explore that system, all the planetary bodies that are there, and in the next episode we'll actually start the mission. So first thing to do is engage FTL drive.
FTL drive engaged.
It's nice that I've cleared out all of my pockets and inventory on the ship, and I'm ready now to fill it back up, make a ton of money, and aim for getting legendary items in all of my ship. I think that's a good target, especially as we're going into deeper and danger space. Right, so we'll bring up the star map. Remember, easiest way to navigate. Select the mission, click on it, left click, and then get out of the star map, bring up this panel, and there you go, it's selected the Mgayendi 2 system for me. So then approach, turn on the warp drive to full thrust. All these systems, it's incredible. Look at it, there's just like thousands of them. Let's enter it.
FTL drive disengaged.
Yeah, that's a good little tip that it's mentioning there. First choose ships with the most Eon weapons, then missiles and the rest. That's something I've been neglecting to... Well, I'll scan the ships, but I've not actually been checking who has the most Eon weapons. Right, first things first, put shielding on. Definitely want that. Let's bring up the Mgayendi panel, and we're going to start by visiting Mgayendi 1. So let's go there. Okay, let's scan it. Scan, no surface locations found. The developer did mention that he is still and will be adding ground locations and other locations as he continues the development of stellar tactics. So, you know, even though you visited a system, it may change in the future, which is really, really excellent. You know, it keeps the discovery side of things going. Right, well, there's nothing here on at the moment on Mgayendi 1, so we'll move on to Mgayendi 2, which is over here. And it would help if I actually fly towards it. Hopefully a space combat mission will come up in a minute, because I want to make some money. Hopefully not get destroyed. Right, let's scan it. I know I can scan from 55,000 kilometers away, but I prefer to be near the planet when I do it. Starport, weapons, armor, goods. So there's a base there. What's that? Oh, there's the mission. So there's 3 different locations, POIs, points of interest. There's this starport there. There's this ore node there, and the main ground mission. So we come back to Mgayendi 2 in the next episode. Let's now go to Mgayendi 3. Excuse me, sorry, my throat's playing up a little today. Yeah, I like to get near to the actual planet when I scan it so you can get a visual of it. No, nothing there. Okay, Mgayendi 4. Oh, and it's got a moon. Okay, let's scan that. No surface locations. Shall we have a look at the moon? Yeah, so I'm guessing the moons will become a thing in the future, perhaps. Right, okay, next. Mgayendi 5. Let's take a look at that. I'm surprised no space mission has come up yet. Normally it would have popped up some sort of mission briefing. Okay, let's give it a scan. No, nothing there. So this looks like a pretty empty system as it stands at the moment. So we'll go back to Mgayendi 2, where our current mission is. Oh, why did I jump out of it for? Yeah, so normally it would have come up with a space mission, but I've tried to linger around enough nothing's coming up, so it looks like we're just going to have to start it, or at least dock at the planet. I'll end the episode once we dock. So
Initiating landing sequence. Landing.
okay, right, I shall end the episode here, and in the next episode, have I docked at the right place actually? I don't think I have, because this don't look very much like... Right, okay, before I end this episode, let's just correct what I've done here. Because maybe what I should have done, I think it would have, it's maybe selected the base for trading and missions and everything else, not the actual mission. So what I'll do is come back to the ships and select it. So that's what I wanted to select. Now dock.
Initiating landing sequence. Landing.
So something to bear in mind in future when visiting planets with multiple ground locations, make sure you select the ground location before docking. Common sense really, which I lack. That's more like it. That's how we normally view these ships. Right, okay, so I'm going to end this episode here. In the next episode, we will start this mission. Wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep you safe. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. Goodbye.